All right. Okay. We are live. We're
We are
here.
live. Okay, so in pre-show we were talking about Hagrid momentarily.
Yes.
Are you not that familiar with Harry Potter?
Okay, now I listen, this is going to upset a lot of people, but I'm not the biggest Harry Potter fan. I I mean, I don't know who it would upset, but Harry Potter
Hagrid,
just now that you like after I've read the name a few times, I'm like, oh, that's it. And then when you said Harry Potter, I was like, oh fuck. I am going to piss people off.
Hagrid was the big bushy guy. He was the
Yes.
the groundskeeper.
Yep.
Big. He was a giant. He was half giant. He was much larger than everybody. But the actor who played him, what is his name? Robbie Coltrane passed away this week at 72 years old.
What happened?
That's a great question. I should ask the internet.
Was it like a tragic accident, or was he sick? Not too sure.
No details on the cause of death were immediately provided.
Now,
What?
see, like he, it's funny that you brought this up because now I gotta look this up because what I was gonna talk about was, have you heard of this? It's like Sampuku eyes. It's like this Japanese theory. There's Sampuku, it's called. So it's this thing in your eyes, and what it is like if you have the white around the color of your eye depends on like how your life is gonna live out. So like crazy people like I don't know, like serial killers or people who have done crazy things, they have like this white above the color of their eyes. And then people who die like these tragic deaths have like the white below the color of their eyes. And then there's like normal people, like sadly, not sadly, but I have normal eyes. Like my eyes are just like, there's no white on either side or on the top or bottom. It's just on the left or right of my eye. And
Okay.
Sampuku it means 3 white in Japanese. So that means like you got the 2 white on the sides and then either white on the bottom or the top. So now like I'm wondering like did he have like Sampuku eyes? But I'm looking at his pictures and he had pretty normal eyes. So even if he looked up, but like people like Princess Diana had Sampuku eyes, and
Really?
yeah, and like so did like Elvis Presley and Michael Jackson even. And now there's like this like conspiracy that Billie Eilish has these Sampuku eyes. And
That was the first thing that popped up.
yes. And so now like all these people are like, oh my God, how is she gonna die? And but yeah, like it's like this thing that all these people have died. So it like started though long time ago. Like this has been a Japanese thing for a long time. But in the 60s there was this Japanese guy who was like he was what do you call it? Like he was like telling people that these people are going to die, and he was using
Baptizing?
yeah, so he was using this method, and he called out like John F. Kennedy and like Marilyn Monroe, and they both had those eyes, and they're both fucking like tragically died. Dude, it's kind of crazy. It's kind of crazy.
It is. There's a lot of people on here.
Yes, like the list goes on. I was trying to like put together a list of it, but like it literally just goes on and on and on.
It looks like Anne Hathaway is safe.
Yeah.
JFK had it.
But like
Billie Eilish, definitely. Tiger Woods has it.
Really did not know Tiger Woods has it. And he's avoided death a couple times, I think, dude.
Dodged some bullets, some baseball bats to the skull.
Right, like some pretty wild could be tragedies.
Oh, it looks like Kim Kardashian had. That's not Kim Kardashian. I don't know who that is. That's a Kim Kardashian lookalike to me.
Oh goodness, Kim Kardashian, dude. As a Bills fan, it's
that
tough.
As a Bills fan, that might be the first time we've said that name on this podcast, and it might be the last. It may be the last. So.
As a Bills fan, it gets brought up quite often because of
OJ.
Yeah, his lawyer was her dad.
Right.
Yes. Yep. So there's this whole thing that the Bills actually made them famous. But, you know, as a Bills fan, we don't own any of that. So,
Wait. Did Kurt Cobain have this eye thing?
oh, I don't know. I don't know if I've
He
seen him on. Oh
did.
my
He
God, dude.
did.
So isn't this kind of crazy?
That is wild.
So now on the other side, so when it's on the bottom, it's called yin sampuko, or however you say it. And when it's on the top, it's called yang sampuko. Yang sampuko. So what that is like crazy people have it, like Charles Manson. He had like the fucking, like, if you think of a crazy person, like these like super crazy people, they have these like wide open eyes, but like those are their resting eyes, and it's because you can see the white above their eyes that makes it. And they say that people like that are harmful to the world. And like, dude, there's like a list of them too that have caused like tragic things to the world that like have these eyes.
All right, I got to look up the very obvious one then.
Yeah, so it's crazy, dude. And like when you see their pictures, you can see the white clear as day above the eyes, and it's like it's wild, dude. But like the tragic deaths is crazy. Like it's too much almost. Now, obviously it could all be coincidence though, and there's that, but
Yeah, so if I have my eyes wide open, you can see the top, but you cannot see the bottom.
right. So like
Charles,
so sadly, like I can't zoom in on your camera, but for 1 second I'm gonna zoom in on mine. So like if I open them like hard, I mean obviously I have it, but like resting easily though, I don't have either one. Like there's no mix
White.
or anything. Right. So
you're safe.
I think I'm good. I'm not crazy, and I'm not gonna die tragically.
Many people think that the downward pull of the tongue or weak eye muscles cause sampuku eyes.
Mm-hmm.
People with round faces tend to make it stand out more.
So they also say too that like a high sugar diet causes the yin, which is underneath. So like wheat, like a high wheat diet too. So they say like people that drink a lot tend to have that yin underneath.
It's actually pronounced SANPAKU too, by the way.
Paku.
Paku.
Oh, I was saying that wrong. But dude, it's
I'm with
crazy.
you though, yeah.
It's pretty
That is
crazy.
absolutely wild.
Right. So now that you were talking about Haggard, I was like, holy shit, maybe, dude, like if he had those eyes, I would have lost my fucking mind.
It would have been crazy to bring that up that way.
Right, but he definitely I don't think he had it. Like looking at his pictures, I don't see it.
I should not be yawning. Oh.
Well, I mean, how old are you now?
36. It's a
36. Happy birthday.
Today.
So
thank you, brother.
You
Appreciate
know,
that.
turning 36 and yawning, I mean, it kind of seems fitting. I as a 33 young buck, you know, I'm sure I'll be there someday. Yeah, so looking at his pictures though, dude, I don't know.
You thinking?
Yeah, like if you look at him out of Haggard, like as an actor, I don't know. I
don't think he does. I'm looking at this one.
He does. Dude, he does 100%. Dude, Haggard has the eyes.
So you can see the bottom or the top?
I can see the bottom, bro. And they haven't said how he died 70, yet?
No, but he was 72. I mean, he could have died in some crazy fashion, but I don't think so. I think he was 72.
Dude, I think he has it. I can see it.
He has such a British face, too.
That is true.
He has such a British face.
But, like, I don't know, man. Looking at this right now, I feel like he's got it.
Since they when the Harry Potter games came out, they did Hagrid so dirty in some of these games.
Dude, I know.
His face
I'm looking at like the older games of him, and it's horrible.
It's just a big block triangle face.
Yes,
with hair. They butchered that poor man.
Long nose, like they really, they did.
He's supposed to be half giant. But they absolutely did him dirty in these games.
Oh, 100%. Because
Yeah.
like even as an actor, like he had a big nose, but it wasn't 4 miles long.
No, I think
It
I
just kind
wonder
of
if
like,
they made it bigger in the movies. I don't know. I would have to see that again. No, nope. They kept his nose, but they definitely made him bigger. They made him more giant sized in the movies than the actor actually was too.
Sean, I have to say, if it comes out that he like died in a car accident or something, I think I'm onto something.
That is a crazy theory. I can get down with that. Just digging into it at least.
Oh man, I don't know. Like there's some photos of him like just slightly looking away from the camera, and it is very visible a white line.
Yeah. Okay. I see some. Some
I
without
I
it.
mean
Some with it.
there's some where he's like aggressively looking away or up. Like that I mean anyone can look up and have white under their eyes, but like he is like I don't know, he's on the fence.
Sanpaku. Oh, excuse me. However you say it.
Yeah, he I don't know, maybe he does. Maybe it was written in the stars, dude. So did he just pass away today?
It was this week. It was earlier this week.
Okay. Well, that's sad. He was always a nice, friendly face to see in the movies.
Yeah, he was in. He was one of the few characters who was in every movie. Played a vital part in the books. I guess should say.
So now
Book better.
I feel like in the game they're gonna have to like have some kind of
I was just thinking that they're gonna have some kind of rest in peace Robbie
yeah,
Coltrane somewhere or some kind of little
some
Easter
kind of
egg.
yeah, some kind of Easter egg hidden somewhere. Like they've done that in a lot of games. Like dude, one of the crazy ones that I remember is Fallout 4 had this kid who was like dying of cancer or something, and it was the only game he played. And him and his brother would play it together, and they did like a memorial thing for him, like in the lower southern city of the whole map. Like down at the end, there was this trailer, and there was this ghostly figure that would sit on top, and he would be playing it. And if you interacted with him, he wouldn't move or anything. He would just continue to play, and he was playing Fallout 4 like in his hands. Like it was kind of cool that they did that. It was like so he's like
cool.
Forever unfazed and like never to be messed with. Like he was just there, and you couldn't do anything to him or nothing. So I think that was kind of cool of them to do that. But yeah, maybe they will in this game though. So,
You almost have to. I know it's a prequel.
yeah.
It takes place like 100 years before anything actually in the Harry Potter world, but
Right, but you know, majority of these people playing this game are gonna care that he passed away. I mean,
yeah,
for sure. So
yeah.
yeah, maybe they do. Maybe they do.
Yeah.
But so what did you do anything fun for your birthday or just some dinner?
We just hung out with family for a bit, ordered some pizzas,
Nice.
drank some beer,
Now,
still drinking some beer.
in the Midwest, what do you guys eat for pizza?
You mean like the big thing I guess would be there is actually Quad City style pizza. So go ahead and Google that and that'll come up for you. It's
City pizza.
Quad City style pizza. Look that up. It's a thinner crust and it's they're cut long ways. They're not triangles. It's cut I don't even know how many pieces.
Oh my gosh. Okay.
But yeah, it's
So
a whole
like,
thing.
it looks like a breadstick with cheese on it.
Sorta. There's
Yeah.
the sauce and the sausage. The sausage is really finely ground and it's spicy, so that's really popular.
Now, I'm glad,
lot of
unlike
that.
Chicago, it's not just covered in sauce.
Yeah, I can't. I've never been a fan of Chicago style pizza.
No, no,
Not a fan.
no. It's too much sauce. And I always think of this TikTok where this guy was like, someone was mocking the pizza, and they're like, "Where's the cheese?" And the other guy's like, "It's under the sauce." And like he kept saying that, and they're like, "Where's the pepperoni?" And he's like, "It's under the sauce." But like, why do you have so much sauce on it? Like, what do you need all that sauce for? I'm not gonna lie, this looks pretty good. Quad City.
It is good.
It looks
Yeah.
legit.
There was like I don't know how much accuracy there is to this, but there was one place that opened up and started this style of pizza, and then people worked there and then left and quit and started their own pizza places with the rip off of the exact same thing. So now there's 10 different stores with this style of pizza.
Of course.
Many have come, many have gone, but it sticks around.
Of course.
Yeah, that's the rumor. I don't know how true that is though.
Yeah.
And then
there's
when
always,
I
there's always
the
that
place
though.
the place we got pizza from, I went to. It's a restaurant and a bar, but I went and ordered the pizza and sat down and had a couple drinks with my sister, and the Busch Light has corn on it. I ordered a Busch Light. It's really bad on the green screen, but the speaking of TikTok, he started pouring it and he goes, "It has the juice."
It has the juice. Yes. Dude, that has taken over so much.
Corn.
It's insane. Oh my God. Almost
Yeah.
to the point where I don't know if I could listen to it anymore. Because it was like every other TikTok, dude.
It is, and now I see it with Randall Cobb too, because corn on the cob.
Oh my God.
Yeah,
Of course.
and now I'm seeing this other kid on TikTok who screams at people, and it's supposed to be funny, but I don't find it funny at all. I'm not sure if he has fake tattoos on.
Like colored onto him.
I would hope so. I'm pretty sure they're not real.
It's not like a filter or something. It's like
no. He's with family, screaming and yelling at him, and it's supposed to be a joke, but it's just not funny. I don't find it funny.
Yeah, I guess I don't know. I guess I haven't seen them.
I'll have to next time I see it, I'll send it to you because I've seen a bunch of them.
Yeah.
See if I can find something real quick.
TikTok's crazy because like any little thing can just go viral and it's done. Like someone remade that poor kid's interview with the corn into a song, and the song sound just took over TikTok.
Yep,
which is wild.
Okay, I found it. I found the kid right here. It's just a article. What is this kid's name? Woo Wop, the child whose voice you hear was acting emo for a YouTube prank.
Oh my gosh. Okay, so I've seen this. It was a little kid, and he like walked into the kitchen and he was like, "I'm gonna kill my mom." That kid?
Yeah.
Yes.
That one.
Okay. All right.
He does a bunch. There's a bunch of different ones of them. I think.
So I haven't seen any like altered ones or like different ones from them, but I've definitely seen like the original one though.
Maybe at 36, I just don't understand what's really going on here.
Yeah,
but that might be the case.
Yeah, well, listen, at 33, I don't think I get it either. Yeah, it's not as funny, I guess.
Yeah, Woo Wop acts emo.
Oh,
and his whole family's just sitting around laughing.
Where do they come up with these names?
No idea. I don't know.
Interesting.
I can tell you what, though. If I have another kid, I'm naming it Woo Wop.
Woo Wop. You might as well, and make sure he's angry.
And I can also tell you we're not having another kid. That's not happening. Not in the forecast.
I know. My wife and I keep talking about it, and we're like, I don't know. We want to have another kid. We don't want to have another kid. It's like a never-ending.
Best time to have a kid was during COVID because you had kids. They just kept giving you more money per kid.
I mean, you are not wrong. You are not wrong. I could be a millionaire by now. Well, I mean, I don't know how many kids my wife could pop out, but COVID was like for 2 years. That's like 3 kids at least.
Did you imagine if you plan on one more kid and you have like triplets or something?
No, dude, no.
It's happened.
Listen, I have 1 kid now, and like, I feel not sorry, but like, I feel like people with more than 1 kid, like, you're doing great. Good for you, because holy shit.
We've always said they're not going to outnumber us. It's not going to happen.
That is a solid idea, because like, everyone's like, well, your second kid's easier, but it's not like having a second kid is easier than having just 1 kid. There's no way. Because like having 1 kid is tough enough, dude.
It can be. Yeah.
And like I'm sure the second one's a little easier cuz you know, like you've already had one, so like you have ideas of what you need to do, but like those ideas, you have to do those things. Like that's a lot of things to do with another kid.
Yes, and you can't forget about the first kid either just because you have a second one.
And I mean, for like a month and a half, maybe 2 months, our kid has been potty trained, and like she's not all the way potty trained. You know what I mean? Like, we think we've nailed it, and then all of a sudden, like, we're at dance, and she comes out, and her pants are wet, and it's like, why didn't you use the bathroom? And she goes, well, I didn't have to go. What do you mean?
And then you gotta, but
you already went. Like,
yeah.
So
you don't have to go now.
Right.
Yeah, that's a whole thing.
She's lucky. She's too cute to get mad at, though. Like, I can't. But
yeah.
She's a little saint, though. We definitely have been lucky, because I've heard like tragic stories of kids and like how crazy they are, and like she's not on the crazy end. She's pretty calm.
Do you think there's something behind you get the kid you deserve? Like, if you were just an absolute monster?
You know, I believe that 100%, because like there's no way that kids don't act like the way you are. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah,
my 2-year-old,
they're influenced heavily.
Yes. And my 2-year-old, like, everything is a fucking joke to her. And I'm like, why is this funny to you? And I'm thinking to myself, like, dude, you just laughed at this like 2 seconds ago. Like, you also thought it was a joke. You know what I mean? Like, so I don't know.
Yeah,
like,
our 3-year-old is going through the stage where everything is a question, and then we repeat the same question.
Yeah.
Like, on the way home, which way are we going home? The same way we go every day, dude. Which way is that? Down this street? We're going down this street? Yeah, this street right here. This street right here?
So
oh my God.
Everything, yes. And it's just a never-ending cycle. And like you try to answer the question, and then you're like, wait, I'm in your trap right now. Yeah. Because we're at the like why stage right now. Like everything is like, why?
Yeah.
You know, like, hey, we got to use the bathroom before we leave, you know, because we don't want you to pee in your pants. And she's like, why? I'm like, oh, I just told you. Why? And I'm like, oh, okay, see, I'm already falling for it. Like,
here we go
again. 4 whys in before I decide, like, just shut up, dude. Just shut up. But yeah, so we're at the why stage right now.
Well, wait till the YMCA stage comes around.
Yeah, I can't wait. Kids are fun though. I'm not gonna lie. I definitely have a lot of fun, and you know, it's kind of fun to like relive a childhood through another child. Like, do you know what I mean? Like,
yeah, I do.
Like, as an adult, like, things get stale and boring, and then like you have your kid and like you're on a hayride going through like a park, and you're like, I would never do this as an adult by myself, but like with a kid, dude, I got a beer in my hand and we're riding around this wagon full of hay. Like,
and you're just finding yourself trying to make them enjoy it.
Yes, and then you're like, wait, this is actually fun. And it's just something you would never do without a kid. Like, I would never go on a hayride without a kid.
Yeah. Me and us 30-year-olds just on some hayride giggling.
Why not, dude? Right. But you don't think you want it until you're halfway through the ride and you're like, hang on a second, I'm having a fucking blast. But yeah, reliving like your childhood with another, like with your own kid is awesome. I'll take that as I feel like I'm parenting correctly. But
parenting done right.
That's right. Just have fun with it, man. And like we have this museum out here called the Museum of Play, and it's just like it's just a museum full of like toys and things for them to do. Dude, they're fucking awesome. They're awesome. Like, I don't think they had that when I was a kid. I had like Chuck E. Cheese.
Yeah, but there's still Chuck E. Cheese. These fucking Chuck E. Cheese commercials with all the Halloween going on, and they make it look like so much fun. And you know, when you get there, it's just going to be the same fucking rat with a cape on, and he's supposed to be Dracula.
Right. And there's fucking cheese pizza everywhere. And it fucking stinks.
Like poor pizza too.
Oh, and
the worst pizza.
The worst pizza, dude.
Yeah,
and it just smells so bad. Like, kids stink. And like,
and 50% of the games are broken.
Yeah, you can't even use any of them. You know, and then you let them play games, and they come back with like 10 tickets, and they're like, "Let's get a prize." And it's like, well, you're not going to get anything. You're going to get an eraser.
you can get the wrapper that used to go with this bubble gum.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's like, I don't know what else to tell you, but you're not
Yeah.
getting anything. So that's the way the world
I always
works. Let's
thought
go.
like it's kids working at these, like, teenage high school kids working in these places.
Yes.
I always wondered, like, if you just here's $20, dude, if they'll just give you the coolest prize.
Dude, I bet they would. I bet they would,
Yeah.
dude.
Yeah. I'm
should-
gonna try it.
I
I'm
should
gonna
try
flex
because
$20 at them.
I'd rather give $20 to someone who's going to give me a real prize than $20 to my 2-year-old who can't fucking play any video game or anything to win a ticket to save her life.
Yeah.
You know,
And
I could just give her a
$20 to
few
that kid
tokens.
behind. Yeah, $20 to that kid behind the counter is gonna be, he'd be like, "Fuck, this is 3 hours of work."
Right, exactly.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. What would you like? You know, like,
Yeah.
boom.
Yeah. Sonic the Hedgehog, here you go. Yeah. Yep.
It's also I get a lot of weird looks as like a 33-year-old, and I mean I kind of look pretty young, and I'm like, this is my 2-year-old daughter. Can I have a prize for $20 if I slip you it? And they're like, dude, you can't just come into Chuck E. Cheese and buy a prize for $20, and please give that child back to whoever's that is. But
Well, then if they want to play that game, you just threaten them with a bad review.
yes,
I will Yelp the fuck out of this day.
just go full fucking Karen on them right in the store.
I'm gonna bring in the Karen cut.
Yeah.
Because I've just gone super Karen Saiyan.
Yeah. Dude, we went on vacation to Lake Placid in New York, and we were at a playground, and there was these kids playing, and they were like kicking dirt at each other. And my wife was trying to walk my daughter through the playground and let her go down the slide or whatever. And some of the dirt flew towards my wife, and my wife turned around and she's like, can you guys please stop kicking the sand? And they all like ran off because they were like scared or whatever. And they were like 7, 8 years old. So they were old enough. Dude, they came back and they like all huddled around each other. And this one little kid comes running out of the circle and yells at her and goes, "You're a Karen." And like just ran away. And my wife, like, she hasn't let it down since. And we haven't been to Lake Placid in like a year, it feels like.
That is fantastic.
Yeah, dude, she's like, she feels so heartbroken that these kids just think she's a Karen. And I'm like, well, you didn't have to yell at them. Like, they're just kids, you know?
I would love if some kid called my wife a Karen. I don't know that I could let that go.
Oh, dude, it was, I don't let it go. So anytime she like disagrees with something that anyone's doing, I'm like, wow, why do you got to be such a Karen about it?
That kid was right.
Right.
Just a reminder, hey, that
just let it
7-year-old
go.
was right.
Just get over it, you know?
That reminds me of the time we were coming home from a little trip, and my kid was learning animals, and he called my wife a cow and a sheep. In the same sentence. She's like, Mom, you're a cow and you're a sheep. And I'm like, he just insulted your weight and your political stance.
Right,
How do you feel
like,
about that?
That's pretty rough. Yeah, that's pretty rough. I can't imagine my daughter calling my wife a cow. I don't think she'd take that too well.
Is she repeating things she hears from you? You have to be careful what you say.
Yes,
yeah,
slightly.
we do.
We get a swear word out of her once in a while. My wife and I are definitely like, we drop fuck all the time. Like you know, it's just what we do. But
I have one. I'll have to tell you,
professional side, so we kind of keep it quiet for the most part. But
I got one that I'll have to tell you off air because it's
pretty bad.
It's really good. It's really, really good, but there's no way you'd get me to say it here.
Yeah,
it's really good. I love it. It's hilarious. I can't wait to tell him about it when he's older and he understands what the hell he said.
You know, too, I feel like it makes it worse when you're like, oh my God, don't say that. And they're like, fuck. And you're like, no, don't say that one. And they're like, fuck. And it's like, stop saying it. Yeah. Just stop saying it. And they're like, fuck. And it's like, Jesus Christ.
Yep.
What have I done? You know, and
that goes back to
tomorrow. And it's
like, exactly. That goes back to you get the kid you deserve, because that was definitely me at that age too.
It's true though. I definitely believe in you get the kid that you deserve it. This is what your life has brought you to and to this point, and this is what you get.
Yeah, and I really do think that how you parent your child reflects how that child is as they get older to other people too. 'Cause there are some kids who I know the parents, and now I know the kids. I'm like, yeah, you're just like your fucking dad. You little prick.
You little prick. That's funny.
I have some teacher friends who I've asked that question. They're like, oh yeah, without a doubt, we see it all the time. You can tell just by the kid, like what their home life is like, and then you meet the parents, and you're like, yep, I was right. That's exactly what's going on at home. Yeah.
That's funny. But yeah, we're pretty lucky though. My kid's she's pretty chill. She really is. She doesn't really throw fits. She doesn't get loud. She has like a very deep voice. So like even her loud is like, she's got this laugh, and it's like, I can't like mimic it exactly, but it's like a, you know what I mean? Like it's from the gut. Like
she laughs like Hagrid.
Yeah. She's definitely got this deep like stomach laugh. And even when she talks, like so today we got her face painted. There was like this carnival. This is where the hayride thing came from. But there was this carnival, and she got her face painted as a tiger, and like she was roaring at people, and her roar even was just like raw. And it's like, what is that? Like, yeah, she
Where did you learn that?
Yeah, she can't get loud for some reason. So, but I don't know. She's fun though. It's fun having a kid, that's for sure. I don't know about 2 yet. I'm not ready. I'm ready, but I'm not. I don't know.
It just kind of happens, and then you're like, oh well, I guess here we go, round 2.
Yeah, true. Because then what are you gonna do? I mean, you're just gonna have the kid and just gonna have to deal with it. But I mean, my wife's not in a race to have a second one, so I'm okay with that. Yeah, I'm not the one pushing it. I definitely wanted a kid, and I got a kid, and I'm okay with that. I definitely wanted a boy, though, and I got a girl, and I'm not upset about it by any means. I mean, she's like, I'm going to spoil her rotten her entire life. Like, it's just going to happen. There's no, like, I can see it already. Like, I can literally don't say no to her at all.
It's hard. Impossible.
It's hard, dude.
Yeah.
She's like my little girl, you know what I mean? Like, I can't say no. But she's a lot.
Kids will do that to you. They'll make you soft.
Yes. Yeah, because you're always like, oh, my kid's not going to do that. Like when you see other kids and you're like, fuck, my kid is doing that and I'm not stopping it. She's fun, though. Oh, man, TikTok has been crazy this week. I've seen so many things on TikTok that, like, dude, they're blowing my mind. So we were talking about this black hole last podcast. And all of a sudden, I'm scrolling through TikTok, and this black hole TikTok comes up. Dude, 3 years ago, there was this black hole that they've been watching for quite some time, and it's fucking far away. Like, I mean, millions of miles away. Like, no danger to us. But apparently, black holes have this, like, super aggressive gravitational pull. And,
yes,
like,
that's all they are.
Yep, so anything that comes close to it, it just sucks it in. Well, they have a video. I don't know if it's NASA or like some scientist or whoever, but they have a video of this black hole sucking a star in, and like it's like a trail of light. So like it even sucks light in, like so it consumes light, and the light is gone.
Yeah, it will eat light. It consumes it, like you said, and
3 years later, you want to know what this black hole just did? It fucking spit the star back out. Particles. So it's been spewing fucking light back out of the hole, dude. And now they're like, what the fuck? So, like, this star knows what's on the other side of this fucking black hole. It's been through the black hole, and it only took 3 years to come back out.
So I didn't think things came out of black holes.
They didn't either. It's all a new fucking, it's this huge thing, dude. It literally like vacuumed this fucking star into the fucking black hole. And then 3 years later, it's just like it came in, it's coming right out in this long line of light.
Black hole is burping out a star it devours years ago.
Boom,
you called
dude.
it.
What the
2 days
fuck?
ago.
Dude, I'm telling you, TikTok has been blowing my mind. This SANPAKU eyes, fucking black hole.
Nothing like astronomers have ever seen. That is crazy. I missed this one, and this is usually on my radar.
Dude, just fucking spit it all back out.
665 million light years from Earth.
665 million light years.
Yeah, and that's not even that far. When you said million, I was like, it's much further than that, but I'll let it go. I'll let it go.
Wait, so 635 million light years isn't that far?
No. 665 million light years is really far.
Yes.
But also in
Oh,
the term,
what I
in the
said.
meaning of space, it's not that far.
Right.
But it is. It's very, very far.
Yeah, so it's just shooting the star back out of the hole. And the only way they assume it's that star is because in the last 3 years, they haven't seen anything else fall into this black hole. Because they must have a camera just pointed right at it. You know what I mean? Like they're definitely watching every moment. And nothing else has gone in there except this star. And now it's just spitting it back out into space.
I wonder how they know it's the same star, you know?
Right, and like if it was the same star and it sucked it in, and the way it sucks it in is it left like this trail of the star behind it, you know, like as it was sucking it in. Like,
yeah,
doesn't that mean like the star is like dismantling?
Yeah, it's
right, and like
being stretched.
Right, so you think the energy from that star
stretch it.
Right, so you think the energy from that star would go away because like you've pulled it out. Like I mean I have no fucking clue what the hell I'm talking about, but like I feel like it wouldn't give off a glow anymore at some point. But 3 years later, fucking light just starts shooting out of the black hole. Like, should we be worried about this?
So what I'm seeing is it sounds like they're saying they just not have been keeping an eye on black holes long enough to know if this is normal or not. But
dude,
it's
black
about
holes
the
are
first
not
time
normal.
they've seen it.
Right, it's crazy. I'm gonna have to like keep an eye on this, and I'm not even kidding because this is like, it's kind of crazy because like they just assume that black holes just suck things in, and then it was gone forever. Like, and now all of a sudden it's like, ugh, right back at you. I don't know. It's weird.
I really hope like physics grows enough in the time that we're alive to figure this kind of stuff out, because there's so many questions unanswered about that kind of thing, similar to that, to just black holes in general or anything space related, physics, unknown physics.
Right, because
so many. I feel like we're just not going to live long enough to find the answers.
No, I don't think we're anywhere even close to that.
That sucks.
I mean, like even when we were talking about CTEs in the brain, and like that we're like 60 years away from knowing what we've known about. You know what I mean? Like we're so far away, and like 60 years from now, I'm gonna be 93, dude. Like there's no way we're gonna understand any of that at all by the time I'm old enough. But you know,
maybe we'll be able to download our brains.
Now Mr. Elon Musk is under all this pressure about have you seen all this news about Elon Musk?
No.
So Elon Musk had the SpaceX satellite over the Ukraine so they could get internet. Now he's wanting the US government to pay for it because he's like, I can't afford this anymore. And then he also made like this peace treaty idea for Russia and the Ukraine, and everyone in the Ukraine fucking hated the idea, but everyone in Russia loved it. So it's like, what the fuck is going on here? Oh, and it goes deeper. Like it goes into China and Taiwan. He tried to do this like peace treaty idea for them, and China loved it, but Taiwan's like, no, fuck yourself. And so like there's this whole like thing that like Elon Musk is siding with these wrong people. I mean, according to like American standard, you know.
Elon Musk is just so out of this world himself. It's crazy.
I know, and it sucks because
he's
like this
so involved with everything.
Yes. And this whole thing with this black hole's going on, and I feel like anyone who's going to figure it out will be Elon. But now he's too tied up in politics. He's going to be too busy dealing with Russia and China and
buying Twitter.
Right, buying Twitter, not buying Twitter. I don't know. It's crazy, man. I feel like this whole week has been nuts.
This week has flown by. Like I thought you're bringing up all these things that I just missed.
Dude, I've been wild. Like since we started the podcast, I'm like, pay attention to things that you see. And now all of a sudden I'm like, wait, what is this? And I'm like watching it. I'm like, holy shit. Because normally like on TikTok, I'm like, nothing about Warzone, nothing about video games. Oh, video games, you know, and then I watch it. Yeah. But now it's like these things are like blowing my mind. And I'm like, where have you been all these years? But there was like this other thing too, where, you know how like McDonald's used to have all these different colors in their emblems, and like if you went to a McDonald's, they had like a red top and the yellow bars,
very
and
colorful, made for children.
Yes, everything was colorful, and now everything's black and gray. And they're saying that the entire world, because of this, is losing its color. Like, because everything that we all have, like, dude, I painted my fucking entire room black. It's black. Like,
oh really?
Yeah, my curtain's black. Like the inside of my deli is gray. Like everything is just like, because like that's the color though. Like, you know what I mean? Like if you talk to like, it does look nice, but they're saying that it's like causing people to be depressed and all this shit. It's like shifting the moods of people because everyone just sees gray. They just see black, and it's like not happy color anymore. Like I don't buy a car unless it's black anymore. Like I just don't. Anything I own is black. It's weird.
That's something to think about. I don't.
Yeah. So now that's a whole other fucking thing, dude. There's too much shit going on.
I wear a lot of gray and black, and I don't think that's because I'm depressed or anything like that.
No,
I just like color.
I'm not depressed by any means. Like I wake up pretty happy every morning. I go to bed pretty happy every night. But maybe, dude, the entire world's seeing nothing but black and gray now, though.
Yeah,
so, I don't know.
I'm trying to find more about Elon Musk here, but
yeah, I know.
Yeah, well, pretty much. He said they've been funding the Ukraine internet, and they can't do it anymore.
Yeah, so now he wants some money from the government.
Huh?
Yeah.
Give it to him.
And then you should look up like his peace treaty between Russia and the Ukraine, and how Russia completely sided with his idea. So now these people are like drawing these theories that he was talking to Russia before the war even started. Like, because he's like coming up with these ideas that they like, you know what I mean? And it's like, wait, did you just take those ideas from Russia? Because he literally tweeted out what they should do.
Elon Musk denies talking to Putin about nuclear weapons and Ukraine peace deal.
Mm-hmm. But maybe that's true. But he did put out on the internet what they should do, and the only people that liked it were Russians. It's crazy, dude. And then
like,
it even goes.
What would Elon have to benefit from Russia using nuclear weapons? Nothing.
Economy. I mean, like I mean, think about this though. He gets the U.S. government to pay for that SpaceX satellite. That wasn't even the U.S.'s idea. This had nothing to do with the U.S. or anything. It was him. He was like, oh, we'll save them, and flies this satellite up there. And now all of a sudden he's like, wait a second. Because what if he gets the U.S. to pay for it? They're not just going to write him a check. They're going to give him tax breaks on all of his companies. You know what I mean? So then he does this thing with like China and Taiwan. China and Taiwan aren't getting along right now, big time. And he comes up with these ideas that they should do to start getting along. And all of a sudden, China gives him tax breaks on like 2 of his different Tesla models.
Huh.
So now he's siding with people. So now between if as a businessman and you want to sell stuff, do you want to sell to the Ukraine or do you want to sell to the entire country of Russia?
Yeah.
You know? Like, okay. You're going to pick Russia. You're going to want to make sales with Russia. And if he can't make sales with Russia, then he's fucked. Then what has he got? The Ukraine?
And their free internet.
Well, I know. It's weird, man. It's weird that he can have such a pull on what is going on when he's like, well, he's not a nobody by any means, but like, he's pretty much a nobody.
He's not a political figure.
Exactly.
That's what you mean.
Yes.
Yeah, he's just a multi-billionaire with a lot of pockets and a lot of business. There's multiple businesses in multiple areas.
So it makes you wonder, though, if this was like his plan all along with this SpaceX satellite. Was he actually just genuinely trying to be a nice guy? Or was he like, I got an idea. If I fucking shoot that up there and leave it up there for a while and then just say, listen, if you want these people on the internet, I'll leave it up there, but you're going to have to pay. Because now, they have internet and the US is thinking, well, there's nothing we need to do for them for that. That's covered. Not anymore.
Smart.
Like, what is coming out of his pocket? Like, what is he losing by keeping a satellite over the Ukraine? Like, how is that affecting him? Like, it doesn't make sense.
I have never launched a satellite, so I could not tell you how much it costs.
That is very true.
Keep a satellite in space.
No.
But I think once it's up there and science is doing its part and just pulling it wherever it needs to go, I don't think that costs you any money.
Right. Like, didn't you already have like the infrastructure of everything in place? Like, I feel like it was already there. So I don't know. But now he's like, I can't afford to do it. And it's like, what do you mean you can't afford to do it? I don't know. It's all weird. It's weird. Because like when it first happened, I was like full 100% Elon Musk side. Like, this dude is awesome. Like, he's saving the Ukraine people, because I can't imagine not having internet in this day and age. And I mean, not even to just do something like this, just for like your daily, like whatever it is you do, like everything is internet. My entire store, my cash register is a Square system, totally ran on the internet. Like, if I didn't have internet, you're not buying anything from me unless you have cash. And like 40% of my sales is cash. That's it. So there goes 60% of my sales out the window.
Ooh.
Because I don't have internet.
Man, yeah, in future wars, that's what's going to be the first thing to go is internet.
Oh my God, yes.
They're taking your internet.
100% has to be. Like, there's no other way around it. Internet, gone.
Yeah.
Done.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
Imagine a power grid getting taken down, the chaos that would just fucking
Dude, it would
rip into
devastate people.
Oh.
Yeah.
This country is built to not have power or internet at all.
Yeah, no one is, though. They're like anywhere. I don't know.
This country is also not built to be invaded either, so no one's going to invade this country. That's nearly impossible.
And yeah, that's been proven, even through history. There's no getting to it easily. That's for sure.
Yeah, and you got a long ways to go. Like, you're not just going to land in the middle of the country, and because you'll be brought down, and you're not going to just float some boats up to any of the borders, because you're not going to do it.
No, right? Because then you're going to have to deal with the other countries. It's not like Mexico is just going to be like, yeah, you know what? Fuck America. Yeah, come on, dude.
Yeah,
it's not going to happen.
Canada, yeah.
Right? Or especially Canada.
Yeah, got a lot of angry moose running around.
Right, and like, who's going to want to drive through Canada? But it's just like Russia, though. Like, invading Russia is nearly impossible just because of the Yukon or whatever it is up north of them is like impassable by anything.
Yeah, remember Germany tried.
Yes. Yep.
It didn't get very far.
No.
Killed millions, and it didn't matter.
It didn't matter at all. Like, you're just not, it's not going to happen. But yeah. They say that like Switzerland is the same way because of the Alps. Yeah, it's like, and they have like bunkers set up through the entire mountains, like ready for any kind of defense of anything that would make it by it. I mean, you can fly airplanes over countries and drop people out of it, but like, it's kind of hard to drive an airplane over a country knowing you're coming. Like, they're gonna shoot you out of the fucking sky.
Yep. And how many people can an airplane carry? You're not gonna have enough people aboard to drop somewhere to.
But like, sadly, then you have countries like the poor Ukraine, where like Russia they're just walking in, they're just driving in
right down the interstate.
Yep, hey, what's up? So like, we are definitely lucky where we are. Love or hate this country, at least we're not going through that shit.
Yeah. The closest major city I'm next to would be Chicago. Yeah, that's 3 hours away. So
Yeah, I mean,
Feel pretty.
New York City is really close to me. Well, it's 8 hours. It's like an 8 hour drive. But like New York City is like, oh man, that's a hits fucking city right there.
Yeah, if shit popped off in New York City, like war type stuff,
Yep.
8 hours is not far enough away.
It's not, dude. It's a scary
No,
thought. And
it's a
like
half a day.
New York City is like the big one, you know what I mean? Like look at the World
Yeah.
Trade Centers, even back then. Like that was even scary for us 8 hours away. Like it was a scary thought.
Imagine.
But I remember that as a kid. Holy shit.
I bet. Yeah,
Yeah.
that was in school. I remember
Yep.
being in school and
Yep. I was in school the day it happened. It was wild. It was almost like so wild though that I didn't comprehend it until I got older. I mean, I had no idea what was going on.
yeah, same. It was just the news of the
Yep.
time, but
Yep.
it was crazy. I was right about that age where, they started sending people to Iraq, and a few years later, the kids my age were going to Iraq.
Yeah, that's wild.
Yeah,
God, and we were over there for like 30 years, man.
it seemed like it. It was.
Yeah,
I don't remember what year.
It went on forever.
Mhm.
But like we were fighting this enemy that is like they're everywhere. And
Yeah, it's not
they're
just.
absolutely nobodies, Like you're looking for a needle in a haystack at this point.
Yeah, you're just going through a city and trying to track one person down, or a handful of people who are hiding in a wherever,
Yeah.
anywhere. Ugh.
Crazy. But yeah, we're definitely lucky like geographically where we are. That's for sure.
100%. Yes.
Yeah. I mean, two massive oceans on each side. And then like even the mountain ranges on the east and west coast. I mean, it just goes. And then the vast nothingness in the middle of America is just wild. Like we have so much land. Like in Europe, I feel like they're next to all these different countries. They're next to all these different cities. Like people get on a train for 20 minutes and they went through like 3 different countries. It's wild.
Yeah, and it's supposed to be really easy to just country hop too.
Yes.
There's
Yep.
very little to stop you.
Yep. I mean, like here, you get on a train for 20 minutes, and I might as well just drove my truck. Like,
Yeah,
yeah, because
Yeah.
we've made it nowhere. We're like
there's
nowhere.
we have a lot more unoccupied land than most countries
Yes.
do too.
Yep.
Space wide open.
And then the way we fucking stockpile people though into like New York City is fucking wild, man.
Just stack them 90 stories high, and
Yeah, because there's no room anywhere else for anybody.
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
Jesus Christ, I live in the middle of fucking goddamn nowhere, and I mean I have internet just as fast as they fucking do, But apparently New York City is the place to be. I don't know.
I sometimes I think it would be fun to live in a skyscraper and just have the money to. You go down to the 4th floor and you get all your food for the day and head on back up.
Yeah.
And every store you can think of is within walking distance.
I mean, yes, it would be fun. It definitely would be fun.
Yeah.
It's pretty fucking expensive though.
Yeah, it's ridiculous. And
Yeah.
I couldn't imagine. I know you make good money. I make pretty good money too, just for my area. But if I had to move to Chicago making what I make now,
Yeah.
I would not be able to live this lifestyle.
No, even myself, like there's no way I can move to New York City with my salary now and be able to live there. No way.
No. Yeah.
No.
Definitely wouldn't need that truck either.
No.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, a V8 Silverado's just not gonna fit in New
Yeah.
York City.
And I could not imagine having to take a subway every day.
Oh,
So wherever you
no.
needed to go, the people on there,
I
that just
know.
sounds awful. That
It
part sounds
does.
awful.
It does. I need my personal space, man.
But people do it. A lot of
know.
them. They love it. The
I mean,
people who love New York City too, and you'll never change their mind.
No, there's no, and I get it. I mean, I get it because I'm sure like the excitement of it is just imagine never not knowing what to do. Like there's always something to do. There's something going on. In this small
Yeah.
town where I live, we're always trying to find something and like there's nothing.
Yeah.
Like we're what like especially with our 2-year-old now, we're like constantly like, what can we do tonight? And like, wait, there's nothing. There's just nothing going on. It
Yeah.
fucking sucks sometimes.
Every event is a big deal because
But
that's it for the next 3 weeks.
yep, that's why now
Yeah.
we have a podcast, and I play a lot of video games. A lot of video games.
Man,
Dude,
I
so
don't even get to do that anymore.
I downloaded have you ever played Overwatch?
I played the original.
So they came
Yeah.
out with Overwatch 2 recently, and I
Yes.
just downloaded that, and I think that's going to be my comeback stream here soon. Because I've been playing it and loving it. And I'm actually to the point where I don't care if anyone's going to watch me play it or not, because I finally found a game that I'm having fun on again, and yeah,
I'm gonna have to. I've been meaning to download it because it's free to play, right?
free to play. And it is a well thought strategy style combat game, like you really got to like think about it. And it's very simple. Like every character has, like 2 abilities, and then usually a moving ability, and then, like your punch or right click or shoot, like your normal just one. So there's 4 technical abilities for each character, and then you have an ultimate. But the cool thing is like the team fights are just like so immersive, like because you're like, okay, I got my ult and so do they, and if we team up, like their ult will suck everyone into a hole and my ult will explode them all, or you know what I mean? Like it's like
Yeah.
it's
You got to strategize with your
yes.
teammates. You got to work together.
Yes.
Yep.
And
That's how the first one was, and it was a lot of fun.
Overwatch community is not as toxic as it should be, considering how much team play there is. I mean, there is toxic people in the game, that will call you out, but like it doesn't last long enough because the game is so constant. It's so like, all right, here we go for another team fight. You know what I mean? Like, and again and again and again and again. And then, when someone tells you like, hey, you went off by yourself that time, like, let's not do that again. And you're like, no, fuck you. And then you think about it and you're like, yeah, you're probably right. I probably should have stayed over here. And then you try it again though, and like you keep like strategizing these plans to like penetrate through the other people. And I don't know. It's fun, dude. I've had a lot of fun with it.
Since this one is free to play, is it riddled with microtransactions?
Yes. So getting, but the thing is it's just skins and cosmetic stuff. There's no advantage.
Pay to get that play to be better.
Correct.
Pay to
play.
Pay to win.
Pay to win.
Pay to win. Yeah. That's the big one.
But like it's much harder to unlock skins now, where in the old one, like you would gain loot boxes as you leveled up, and then you would open them, so you didn't have to pay before either. But
and there's a cowboy in there for you too.
Yeah, McCree. Yeah. The problem is though, they've adapted this idea where like, so now on every team you can only have like 2 attackers, 2 healers, and then 1 tank. And that way, like not everyone just randomly picks an attacker, because everyone wants to be the DPS character. Like they all want to be the people killing the other people. But like I'm a tank player for some reason. I play support and tank. Like I don't even try to go out and kill everybody. So like I'm like like as a tank, I love being the first person out there and trying to like control the crowd kind of thing. And then like there's some games though where I like to sit behind everyone and be a healer rather than killing people, because I don't know, like I feel like those are the 2 roles that control the entire game though. So I feel that's why I like to play them.
If you have an elite healer, you're
that's what
can't
I mean.
Be beat.
Right. And like usually at the end of the game, all the credit goes to the person who has the most damage, but all the people in the chat are like, dude, your heals, you know what I mean? Like, so like you're definitely recognized as like, holy shit. But
I'm gonna have to download this,
and it's free.
I knew it was coming and I forgot all about it.
Dude, download it and we'll play.
Yeah,
because
let's do it.
There's absolutely unranked mode to where like we can get some warm-ups in.
Let's do it.
But you don't need a mouse and keyboard. You don't need a controller. It's whatever you're comfortable on. So yeah. I love it.
I'm gonna fucking download it.
It's fun, dude. I'm telling you, Overwatch 2 has been fun. the only thing is like it's definitely just a reskinned Overwatch 1 with different concepts.
Yeah, the big thing with this one from when I remember playing the original and just seeing this one coming out is it went from 6 versus 6 to 5 versus 5.
Yes.
And the 5 versus 5 is supposed to be beautiful.
It is better.
Compared to 6 versus 6.
It's better, but then as a healer or a tank player, like as a tank main, it's annoying because there's only one tank. Well, in competitive, I think in unranked mode you can play. It lets you switch it up a little more, but I don't know.
That's what I'm doing right after this. I'm downloading Overwatch 2.
Yes, download it, dude. It's fun. I've been having a blast, and like I said, it might actually be my comeback game. So
that would be fun, and that's another game you could have people jump in and out of, or tell, hey, I'm playing with the boys tonight. Just sit back and watch. Sorry.
Yeah. Sorry if you don't like it.
You got options.
I'm having fun with it. So I needed a game to like revive my fun online.
And I just we have to be days away from Modern Warfare.
Yeah, so we're like days away from multiplayer. Which, you know, multiplayer's multiplayer. It's fun. I always enjoy it because it brings me back to my roots of Call of Duty. Like that's all I used to play. But like, man, I just want Warzone. I'm ready for it.
New Warzone. Yeah.
Yep. It'll be fun.
And I can't think of any other big games coming out anytime soon. I think it's Starfield is next year. And that one looks like a lot of fun. I know you're not big into single players, but that one looks like Harry Potter is next year. It's not Harry Potter either. It's fucking. I don't even know what Hogwarts. There's not much else this year.
There is a game. Have you seen like the new game that is like Rick and Morty, but it's not Rick and Morty? Yeah, it's like with the knife and the pistol that talk. Dude, I gotta play that game. That game just looks like that's a single player game. But it looks so funny. Like it's just like an adult humor kind of game, and like I feel like sometimes you need something like that.
Yeah.
It's okay not
I've been
to
playing
always
old
be
games.
competitive.
It is. I play mostly non-competitive games because unless I can play with friends, I don't care. I don't need to be competitive. I just need to play something to take me somewhere else for a bit.
Were you in my stream when I played Doom 64?
I don't think so.
Dude, I played Doom 64 and it was awesome. Dude, it was wild. But the only problem is with like playing these so off meta games is like you get these people that are diehard fans of the games and they come in and they just fucking tell you how to play the game, and it's cool for a minute, but like after a while you're like, well, listen, Doom 64 is a puzzle game in itself, and like it's not fun when you're telling me where to go. And like of course I'm gonna read it and do it. Like I'm not gonna ignore it, you know. Yeah. But after a while you're like, fuck man, I could have figured that out on my own. Backseat gaming is not. It's as a streamer, it's not fun. It's just not.
I think it would be a lot of fun to watch you play Portal. Portal 2 in particular. I think you should stream some Portal 2.
I would be all right with doing that, but like I said, the problem would be fucking backseat gamers, dude. They're wild, man.
Me and Giggs will just kick them out. We'll kick them out.
There you go. they have like no shame in it either. They don't even say hi in your stream. They just jump in and they're like, dude, you should go left, right, and jump up on the ledge. And it's like, fuck, why are you telling me this?
That's how you get kicked. Get kicked.
Yeah. Giggs has no problem banning kids. I love it.
No, it is funny sometimes.
Yeah, she drops it too. Like I remember the first time I told her to time someone out, and she did like it was like 1600 second timeout, and I'm like, Jesus Christ, Giggs, I just needed like a hey, stop it.
We'll see you in 7 days.
Yeah, we'll see you never, I guess. Thanks for stopping by. I hope you enjoyed your stay.
That's what.
But it's always fun.
I think that's a funny. I've always thought it'd be funny to dare people to do shit like that, but then you're just fucking with people's streams. Like to
Yes.
just drink with your buddies and tell them, all right, we're gonna make a fake Twitch account and you need to go
And
get
just fuck
banned in
with
the
them.
funniest way possible.
Right, like because like if you picked fun at the streamer like very slightly, but enough to know that you're annoying them, like now you're putting them on that seat. Like, do you ban them?
Yeah,
You know, and
yeah.
then like you gotta, because you could easily jump into someone's stream and get banned within one sentence. Like,
Oh,
there's
you
no
could,
doubt.
yeah.
So like you definitely have to do it like quietly.
You'd have to tell them you can't use words that the
Yes.
immediate words you're thinking of, and
Right.
you gotta annoy him until he bans you. That's what you gotta do.
Dude, that would be fun.
That'd be fun. It's a fun game. I've always thought to just fuck with my
Dude,
buddies when we used to do
that would
that kind of
actually
stuff.
be really fun, like TikTok content. Like
Yeah,
just fucking with other streamers.
yeah. That's the kind of stuff I think would be fun. It could be streamers. It could be anything. Just fake accounts to send people shit that's not real. Just anything.
You could be like the Twitch troll. Like, oh
Yeah,
dude, that would
yeah.
be fun. That would actually be fun.
Twitch troll.
Dude, I might have to join Wash's stream as a like undercover.
Someone.
And I would instantly, the first thing I would say is, "Can I play with you?" Yo, are you? Can I play with you? Because like he gets that all the time, and his mods instantly do the like, we run customs on Sundays, and I'll be like, well, it's Monday, can I play? Like Sunday's so far away, like you gotta let me play now.
You could just make your name something like Grad 2026.
Yeah. Yeah. How old are you?
Let me do some math. Yeah.
But
Yeah.
can I
Let me ask my mom. Let me
Yeah.
ask my mom.
And then like talk about whoever he's playing with, like you know him because you actually do, but like, oh my god, I watch their streams all the time, and yeah. Oh, and then you could just blame them, like, oh, I came over from this guy's stream. He said you were a good streamer, so I had to check you out. So like, can I play?
sent me.
And like, what are you gonna?
He said you would let me play.
You're not gonna ban your friend's friend, right? Like, you can't do that. Oh, dude, that's a great idea. I'm gonna have to start fucking with people.
Yeah,
That's funny.
That's too bad. Twitch is dying. Twitch is dead. So I've been told.
Well, it's definitely not dead, right? But it's seeing a pretty severe decline. You said Mav, like Fly with Maverick?
Yeah.
Flyby with Maverick is moving to Facebook?
I just for 5 minutes last night I opened up Twitch and he had just started streaming and he announced he's going to Facebook only.
You know, after you said that, I checked his TikToks, and he hasn't made a TikTok about it yet. And he's usually pretty. I mean, he always makes TikToks, so I was hoping to see something, and I didn't see anything. So that's where you heard it, though. No shit.
I don't even see streamers on Facebook, so I also do my best to avoid Facebook. But I've never seen my friend so and so is streaming. Never seen it.
Yeah, I don't like. I'm not gonna say it's a bad move because it's definitely different for every person, right? Like every streaming service is definitely made for different people. It's just the way it is.
Yeah.
And I think like going to YouTube, you have to be more like content creaty, because like you know, like your videos are always up, and like you have to add to your non-stream. I feel like Facebook, though, you get a lot of viewership. Like I've heard a lot of success from Facebook, but I don't know how it works. I have no idea.
I don't know if there's a tab to click on. Now I'm gonna have to start looking. I bet I find some stuff I didn't even know existed.
Yeah, I don't know if there's like a whole different app like Facebook Gaming or
Yeah,
something.
that's what I mean. I don't even know where to look. Facebook streaming is not something that pops up for me ever. I never see it.
And like, as a viewer, are you like on your personal account? Because I don't like using my personal stuff for any of my
Yeah, I would
streaming
not
world.
either. No. I don't need some random 19-year-old looking at my kid because I'm playing
Right.
Assassin's Creed tonight.
I don't. That's what like scares me about Facebook is I don't think
Yeah.
I'll do it.
Yeah.
But dude, I don't blame anyone for moving to YouTube. I think moving to YouTube would be the move.
I don't blame anyone for leaving Twitch at this point.
No, me either.
Not,
Twitch
not
is a
blame, but
mess.
if you tell me you're leaving Twitch, I completely understand. I get it.
Yep. I
It's
agree.
not the place to be.
No. And
Especially if you're trying to be a successful content creator, because they're just taking more and more away from you.
yeah, and on top of it, like they don't do anything for streamers. They literally just give you the website. That's all they've ever done. Like there's nothing on Twitch to help you grow at all.
There's
like,
no Twitch Shorts. I just
nothing.
thought about that. Yeah, that would be.
I mean, you can add like highlights. They're called, I think, that are
Yeah,
like
the
VODs,
clips.
but
Okay.
that will stay forever. Your clips stay forever too. Like if you clip
Okay.
something during my stream, that will always be there. Because like I have clips of me when I streamed like 6 years ago when like I was
Okay.
never really supposed to stream, you know, like it just was like let's try it, you know. I watched Twitch hit go live and I did, and there's clips on there of me playing like PUBG back in the day in its heyday. But yeah, there's nothing on Twitch though to help you at all. The only way like some people blow up on Twitch is like they randomly show up on like the front page for whatever reason. But those people that show up on the front page of Twitch, they know it's coming. Like Twitch tells them like, hey,
Really?
they let you know, like, because I've seen streamers titles say like we're on the front page tonight, and then they're on the front page. So they clearly knew.
Have you gotten that?
Never. No,
'Cause I
there's
swear
only
that's
like
how I crossed you. Because I was playing Warzone. I'm like, all right, I'm gonna watch someone play Warzone.
so
I really don't get on Twitch, and I swear I opened up Twitch and it was right there. I'm like, all right, and I was looking for someone with, no offense, but less viewers because I wanted to.
yes.
Yeah, I didn't
And
want someone with 10,000, and I was like, all
That
right,
is
30. Let's click on it.
That is exactly what I do. So where you found me though was what they call the recommended page.
That could have been it.
Yep. So like it just uses an algorithm and like throws people into a recommended page. But that recommended page was built for you, not for the entire stream or the entire website of Twitch.
Okay.
Where like people that make it, like if you just go to twitch.tv right now, on the very top, you're going to see like 5 streamers. That's how it always is. Those are the people on the front page. That is everyone that's on Twitch can see that right then and there. There's no algorithm. That's just set in stone. So I definitely just showed up on your recommended page, which is cool. But to get on your recommended page, you have to have viewers. You have to like, there's ways of cheating it. Like a hype train will get you on the recommended page instantly, promotes you right to the top. So like anyone who views Warzone, if you're streaming Warzone and you're in a hype train, you're on their recommended page. Boom. But other than that, like there's no push of your stream ever. So
It's a bummer.
it is. And Twitch needs to have shorts. Dude, shorts
the way Twitch they're in it for the money, obviously, because they're taking 70% of the cut now. I can't believe that they don't offer some kind of payment to be bumped up to the top of some recommended page or the front page even.
Right.
I can't believe that there's not, hey, for $10 a month, you'll be up on here 10% of the time.
You know, and if they implement that and that's the way it goes, I'm done with Twitch. I'd be over it because like that's just shit. That's shit.
Yeah. That's in video games, like what do you call that's a microtransaction.
Yeah, that's pay to win right there, dude.
Yeah, pay to win.
Yeah, and that's not it. That's just not it. But you know, so you've heard of the streaming service Mixer.
Yep.
Mixer was bought by Microsoft or made by Microsoft. And Microsoft, like you would think Mixer would never die, but Microsoft's just like, nah, we don't need this. Gone. So Amazon owns Twitch. Amazon does not need Twitch. So it makes you wonder too, like if sometime down the road, they're just going to be like, you know what? You guys have caused way too much fucking problems. We're done with it. Like you're literally not doing it right.
I could see how Twitch, if you're comparing it to Amazon, would be like the bastard stepson.
It is. And that was kind of like what I feel like how Microsoft felt about Mixer. I think it was just something that they acquired and did and realized this is not what we want. And they didn't sell it or anything. They just fucking pulled the cord and done with it, dude.
Mm.
And they had like big streamers. They like Ninja was fucking huge over on Mixer.
Oh shit.
Yeah, some of our friends that we know from the streaming world, well, I don't know if you know them, but came from Mixer. Mav came from Mixer. So did like there's this guy that I used to host all the time, Kopo, Kopo. It was in my early days of streaming, but he came from Mixer. You know, and they all tried to find their home in Twitch, but those are now the people though that are going to YouTube, and I feel like those are the people that probably can sense like this is like Mixer. Get me the fuck out of here.
Twitch has failed you guys. It's failed.
Yeah, it sucks.
Twitch has failed this city.
I'm glad I never took Twitch though as a side like money gig or anything in that means, because if that was like any means of my money and the way it's going, I would feel devastated.
Yeah, you would have to find something real quick.
Yeah. Luckily, I have a full-time job that I'll never let go of, and I don't have to worry about that, you know? Turning on my stream was just a fun thing to do. So. But.
Yeah, the kids they'll stick with it, though. The young kids love their Twitch. I can promise you that.
That is true.
I never understood, it's more of a community thing for me, but watching someone else play video games has never scratched any kind of itch for me.
I get it.
Yeah.
It's a weird concept that people love. People just love it. But so we are already at an hour and 20 minutes.
Whoa.
Yeah. So I say we call it.
Lessons have been learned previously, so yeah, I say we call that a night.
I say we'll let you go and enjoy the rest of your 36th birthday.
I'm going to be sitting right here, but yeah.
There you go. But yeah,
this day is almost over.
I think we did it. We hit a lot of cool points tonight, though. There was a lot of crazy things going on this week, and hopefully when I look through my phone next week, it's the same idea. We're gonna try to pull a guest though next week.
Yeah, we got to figure that out. Let's we'll dive into that here in a minute.
Get on it early. Yeah, we'll hopefully have someone pulled in here.
Yeah, we'll have to reach out this weekend.
Yep, for sure. All right,
but if you're watching,
let's wrap it
usually up. I think it's safe to say that if we're going to do this live every Saturday night, which is the goal for the most part, we should be on Spotify and all podcast, whatever you want to call it, by Monday afternoon.
Perfect.
At the latest.
Yes. And yeah, well, you'll have to look out for TikToks this week. I think I already have some good ideas. I'm trying my best to come up with the ideas. But yeah, and
I'll help you out with that
shorts. Too. Yes, I just gotta pull the trigger and do it, and we're gonna do it. But yeah, so look for us on all the social media platforms, and have a great night.
Whoa, we'll see you next week.
Episode 3 in the books, and happy birthday, Sean. All right, brother. Have a good night.